Hi people, it's me again of course, as always, Andrew as usual, Moino Ravenberg. Yeah, I'm going to cover something interesting, as you can tell based on the header. Um, I'm going to cover the angel that is responsible for the bubonic plague, aka the Black Death, that ravaged Europe and was responsible for wiping out approximately 50% of Europe's population. Now, for people that for whatever reason are not familiar with the Black Death, you can find the Wikipedia entry linked in the description of this video. I can't imagine someone not being familiar with the Black Death, but yeah, in any case, to recite from the Wikipedia entry the very first paragraph or similar, the Black Death was a bubonic plague pandemic occurring in Europe from 1346 to 1353. One of the most fatal pandemics in human history, as many as 50 million people perished, perhaps 50% of Europe's 14th century population. So yeah, you heard it. Now, and of course the thumbnail of this video displays a plague doctor. It's essentially the masks that they used to wear, thinking that it protected them from the Black Death. Thinking, mind you, thinking. And for people that are wondering how I came about this idea, by coincidence, in a manner of speaking, or just overall, okay, FYI is simply that I was watching a video on the 100 Years' War, an extensive video. For fun's sake, I'm also going to leave that link to the description, or at the end screen. The end screen is more practical, and specifically the section of the Black Death. You can watch the whole thing from scratch if you want to. I don't care, in a manner of speaking. And that's how I came about the idea. Interesting idea. Now, the angel that is responsible for the Black Death, as in directly responsible, is, hold on, his name is Naamda, Naamda. I repeat, Naamda, so Naamda. He told me his name means plague bringer. In a language that men are unfamiliar with. It's heavenly in nature. Everything I'm reciting right now, you can find it in the description as well, so that you have it, just for good measure's sake. Now, his appearance is a vampiric looking angel with black eyes and black or white robe-like attire, holding several flasks or similar containing incredibly deadly diseases. Yeah, so that's what he looks like. The default angel looking creature, essentially, or entity, like a Caucasian looking man with usually blonde hair, but in this case it was black hair, and he was wearing a white robe, but the undergarments were completely black, and vampiric in the sense that he had like pointy teeth that came out of his mouth, a typical vampire looking mouth. Not too long, but just like well past the basics compared to the average human being that isn't vampiric in nature, obviously. And he was holding, like I said, flasks in his hand that I could feel it as well, that contained incredibly deadly diseases, just like the Black Death. Oh yeah, and as for what I was saying earlier, I'm sorry, I'm getting the feeling that it wouldn't be a good idea. Most likely he simply isn't appreciative of it, in a manner of speaking. Metaphorically speaking, it's not allowed that I share all of these details in the description of this video, so ignore that. I'm sorry for that. It's just the feeling came to me while I was busy talking. So yeah, in any case, if you need, that's what this video is for, if you want the information on him, just through, quote unquote, just through word of mouth, but nothing in writing. He prefers, and I respect his wishes, of course. He's a busy guy, so he was in a hurry, in a manner of speaking, which I can also respect. I mean, I have the power to literally like constrain him, in a manner of speaking, and to tell him, listen, be done with me first. I enjoy priority, but I don't mind. Like I said, I respect the heavenly host, obviously, and whatnot. I respect anyone. So if they're busy and whatnot, and they ask me to keep it short, then I'm gonna do so. So yeah, that's what Naamda looks like. Oh yeah, and there are others like him. The one that appeared to me specifically, he's responsible for the Black Death in Europe in medieval times. But there are hosts of them, and he says those are known as the plague angels. And they look just like Naamda, pretty much. There are differences, but more energetically than regarding appearance. There are differences even in appearance, but they're minor. So they generally speaking look a lot alike, quite similar in appearance. Um, and they have no attribute obviously regarding, well, obvious to me at least, regarding planet and or zodiac sign, because causing diseases in the world and whatnot, as is dictated by Father Almighty, as is everything, obviously, infinite is it doesn't fall under one particular planet or zodiacal correspondency or anything like that. No pigeonholing. It's like Mars. It falls under, for example, Mars, a disease, and Saturn, a deadly pandemic that wipes out so many people. It, for example, falls under Samael and Zapkil with the peace domain and whatnot, and they work together and whatnot, and it just goes on. So no specific alignment in that regard or aspect. And let me see, is there anything else I was going to say? No. That's essentially it. Bye bye.